So I will be interviewed by artificial intelligence. The phone I'm using is not the latest tool on the planet. It's probably about 6 years old Samsung, which is probably not designed for this kind of thing. However, let's see if we're able to get this thing to interview me. And I'll instruct it to interview me about topics or things potentially that you, my dear customers, may be interested to be interviewed about. So let's see if it works.
Hey there, what's on your mind today?
So I'm planning to be interviewed by yourself. You need to act as an interviewer and ask me questions that potential clients of Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning may be interested to be hearing about. And I happen to be owner of Chichester Carpet Cleaning.
Great, let's dive in. First, what sets Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning apart from other cleaning services in the area?
Oh, so what sets Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning from other services apart? So, few things. I generally tend to run a UV light check between before each and every clean, which is one of the things that we set apart. I don't know of any other carpet cleaning company that offers that free of charge. Then we carry out a thorough pre-preparation work like pre-spraying, and we stand out with this mechanical agitation that we do, the special machine that lifts a pile, or some people call it pile lifting machine. And only then we carry out hot water extraction, so it's so-called restorative professional carpet cleaning company. And there are a few companies that do that. I don't know any of the companies that do all of the process every time. We don't cut corners, that's all we do. We carry out that particular process in that order: pre-vacuum, pre-spray, mechanical agitation, hot water extraction, and as well as the UV light step. So 5-step process. That's what we stand out with, and we actually, one of the main reasons we stand out with is that we actually guarantee that your carpets will look visually better, and if your carpets don't look visually better, you don't have to pay. If you're struggling to choose a carpet cleaning company, then which one are you going to choose? Somebody that guarantees they're going to get your carpets looking better, or somebody who gives you a free deodorizer? I know which one I'd go for.
That's really thorough. I love the confidence in your guarantee. Next, how do you ensure eco-friendly practices in your cleaning process? Customers are often curious about that these days.
Yes, a lot of my customers want eco-friendly products to be used at all times, and we do that all the time. However, it depends whether your carpet is how bad it is. If it hasn't been cleaned for a long time and there's pet urine in a carpet, then we'd pre-warn the customers that we may have to use potential cleaning agents that are not as eco-friendly. So when it comes to pet urine or anything like that, you want it to have a nuclear bomb. You really want the pet urine to be eliminated, and for that we have got something stronger, but generally we use child and pet friendly chemicals, which does not mean that you should give the cleaning agent instead of formula to your child, which means that if it comes in contact with your child, it'll be just as good as fairy washing up liquid. Hope that made sense.
Absolutely, that makes sense. It's good to hear you prioritize safety while still tackling tough stains. Next, can you share a memorable success story from a client job that really showcases what Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning can do?
Absolutely. So I can showcase, I can share a few, and I actually recorded the outcomes. I remember Hannah from Havant, actually. I remember cleaning a carpet. It was happened to be a bedroom carpet, bedroom and stairs, and she really didn't think the carpets will come up many better. They were really prepared to replace the carpets, and they said to me, I just want them to look better. They're really getting me down, and we can't quite afford it, and we won't be in position until next year. They were planning to replace them, and there I came along, and I've carried out my usual general process. There was some pet urine stains as well, which the pet urine stains are the only ones we happened we need to charge slightly more because a pet urine cleaning agent just costs, an effective one costs slightly more. So we charge slightly extra for it. So I carried out my general process, addressed pet urine and carpet actually, and this was probably about 6-year-old building. What you'd call a new build. And sometimes, a lot of time, people actually think they live in new builds even 6 years later, forgetting that carpets should actually be cleaned once a year professionally. So, so this lady, I carried out my normal process, addressed pet urine, and carpet would actually look. It looked brand new. It really did. And I have to say, after hearing, now I was recording the visuals of the carpet stairs as we were walking along the carpet, and it sounded, she was so happy and she said, "Oh my god, I can't believe it." And the expressions in her voice was somewhat similar. That's something that really makes me enjoy cleaning carpets, because sometimes you feel like a doctor who saved a child's life, because that's how happy sometimes customer. It's not to say all the time, but there are some times, especially when people have pretty much written their carpets off and are prepared to replace them, when they have them cleaned and they realize, oh wow, this has just saved me about 10 grand and getting new carpets. They are so happy. It really is. Hannah, she was so happy. It just stays in my memory all the time. There's quite a few of these people, and Joceline, I know Joceline from Bognor as well. It was a very similar situation. She wasn't actually prepared to replace her carpets, but she did say to me that the carpets were getting her down and she just wants them to look slightly better. Didn't, without expecting anything, because she had actually cleaned the carpets herself, and she, well, it hadn't come up that well, and she just watched my videos, my 5-step cleaning process, and I'm always going on about my mechanical agitation, the pile lifting machine. And she said, "Well, I watched your videos, and I can see how that could improve the appearance of my carpets." And obviously, I hired a rug doctor. And as I say, rug doctor is amazing. It's a good thing to do, but do it in between professional carpet cleans. It's not a substitute. Not certainly not a substitute to a restorative professional carpet clean like what I do. So that's another Joceline, Hannah. Well, there's quite a few people actually, and there's a few sofas that I can. But there's a couple that really stayed in my memory. Absolutely.
So, sticking out, it's amazing how transforming a simple clean can be for folks. Final question. What's one thing you'd love potential clients to know about your passion for carpet cleaning?
One thing. Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Sure. What's one thing you'd love potential clients to know about your passion for carpet cleaning?
In what way?
What's the core reason you're so driven to make carpets look their best? What fuels your passion for this work?
Oh, silly me. So, what really drives me? So, when I started out, as we all know, and I always go on about, I used to do a quick wash, and I wasn't really enjoying cleaning carpets because the quick wash felt like I wasn't delivering much difference. So, my passion is, and what really drives me is to deliver visually better appearance. If I can deliver visually better appearance, it makes me happy. It really, that's what drives me. That's what makes me happy. That's what I live for. If I can make carpets look visually better, it makes me happy and it makes me satisfied. It fills my life.
So, it's clear you found your calling in making carpets look amazing. What's the next big goal for Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning?
And next big goal in terms of what?
I mean, where do you see your business heading next? Any new services, expansion plans, or goals you're excited about for Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning?
So, well, we had actually expanded, and that was before COVID. And as we all know, I was stupidly hadn't planned COVID in my business plan. So, but it's taken a little while to regain confidence and actually feel like me wanting to actually go and expand. And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about potentially taking someone on and training someone off, training someone to clean potentially carpets alongside me. I'm passionate about not letting the quality slip. However, my 5-step cleaning process is pretty much bulletproof. As long as you actually carry out the 5 steps you can't go wrong. From in that terms, I think it's quite safe to actually train someone up. No problem in there. Yes, so potentially taking someone else on, and I have been asked many times to do hard floorings, and I'm actually trying to introduce my services into commercial world as well. The nursing home, we've been doing a few nursing homes lately and some offices. I have introduced the encapsulation carpet cleaning for offices, for example, and they are great in terms of that there's a lot less disturbance. For example, you don't have to shut your operation down. You can just have it done whilst people are still sort of working. They sort of move around a bit, but it's minimum disturbance. And so the two potential ways we're going is the plan is maybe for next year to do office cleaning and as well as take hard flooring. I've got equipment to do hard flooring. It has been so busy with carpets that there hasn't been any need to actually push for hard flooring. But that's one of the services I'd like to offer because I feel I'm under delivering my current clientele. They go to some carpet cleaning blokes that can do the hard flooring. It's not, I've got the equipment and it's actually in a van all the time. It's just not something I do because, well, maybe I can't be bothered, but that's something I need to change. I love cleaning carpets. I haven't really cleaned that many hard floors, and maybe it's a confidence thing. I just know I love cleaning carpets and sofas, but maybe if I get a bit of help, which maybe I'll try to look for in next few months, then that's maybe the direction we could potentially go.
It sounds like you've got a solid plan. Expanding into hard flooring and training someone could really take your business up a notch. Before we wrap up, any final message you'd want to share with potential clients about why they should choose Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning?
Why they should choose me? The Chichester Carpet Upholstery. You should choose if you want to have your carpets cleaned well, and you actually care about your carpets being cleaned well, not just a wish wash whatever tick in a box. You should absolutely go for my services because I actually guarantee your carpets will look visually better after my clean. And sometimes, for example, today I was washing my car, and this is just after a few days. Sometimes I've got people calling me after about a year. I said, "Oh, my carpets look clean. What have you?" And this is my car after about 3 days, and I'm having to put in pre-shampoo it in order to loosen what's on them on the car. And it's a car that hasn't been driven for 3 days. It's just what's coming from out from clouds. Pre-shampoo it, then I go over with another layer, then drying, and then put on the wax on it. So there's so many layers just washing a car. And sometimes when I get people calling and saying I just need a quick wash, the quick wash won't do anything at all. Quick wash it'll do better than a vacuum cleaner, but if you want your carpets to be actually clean, you need my services. You definitely need my services. I guarantee that.
That's a powerful guarantee. It's clear you put as much care into carpets as you do into your car. Thanks for sharing your passion and process. It really shines through. Any last thoughts for potential clients before we close?
Yeah, well, another thing I would like to say, and what I've noticed, and I watch videos of people doing stuff like I, for example, always wear shoe covers. If you care about people looking after your property whilst they're on premises, then get in touch with me because I always wear shoe covers when I come to your house. So it's not somebody who's stepped in somebody else's pet pee in their previous job and then turns up to your lovely home and walk in the same shoes around your house. And not as if there's anything wrong with pet pee. I'm here to help people to get their homes, regardless of situation. It's just I have right tools. I use the right chemicals to approach the right situation to help each and every. And there's no cross contamination in any shape, way, or form.
That's a great point about professionalism and care. Wearing shoe covers shows real respect for clients' homes and helps prevent cross contamination. It's been awesome hearing about your dedication to quality at Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Thanks for the chat, and I'm sure potential clients will love your attention to detail. Any final words before we sign off?
Thank you. Thanks for interviewing me, Grok. You've been amazing, and I loved. Obviously, I know you're artificial intelligence, but you're so clever. Can I say? And thanks for all the incredible questions. Have a great day, and I'll see you. I'm sure we'll see you next time because I think this interview's just gone pretty good, and I'm pretty impressed with all the questions. I've not been prepared for any of these questions, so forgive me if they haven't sounded as polished as they probably would do if I had prepped and it was prearranged with a human being. But well, hopefully everyone enjoyed this interview, and if you got any comments or any additional questions, get in touch.
You've been clear and passionate. It really comes through that you care about the work you do at Chichester Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning. Clients will hear that authenticity, and that's what counts.
Thank you.